Hi everybody, it's Janice from Muse Studio, and today I am going to show you how I created this very simple card. I made a variation of the card using a circle instead of the 3x4 card that you see in the original card. I decided I wanted to try it with our stitched circles nesting dies from Muse Studio, and this is not the largest circle that you see there in the set. It's the next to the largest, and it is a set of 10, and so it's a really great value. It even comes with that little magnetic sheet and the little pocket to keep it in. And so we're going to use Memento ink and a block and this Hey Cupcake set from Muse Studio. They are cling mounted stamps. They are deeply etched rubber, and you'll see there that I created a mask using some post-it note from an office supply store. They have these sticky notepads have sticky all over the back, and so they're great for creating masks, and this is just one way that you can mask. And there you see the die set that is also available for purchase if you prefer to cut with the dies. For my purposes, I needed to cut by hand because when you cut a mask, you need to cut it all the way to the black line. Otherwise, it won't work as a mask. So there I'm trying to position, see where on my circle I want to place the frosting. You have to do the frosting first because this is going to be the image that's going to be on the foreground of your image, of your stamping. And that's what the mask will do. It'll appear as though that frosting is on the top of the cupcake, and that's what we want. If we did the cupcake first, then the frosting would look like it was in the back, just like that. It would look that way if I masked the cupcake. And so there you see. Now we've got our frosting exactly where we want it on top. And then I had already cut out a little cherry, and so I was just showing there how I was going to do that, and colored the cherry with the same red that I'm going to use for the actual cake portion because I wanted this to be a red velvet cupcake. This is a Copic original. They're square. The barrel is squarish, and of the Copic markers, this Copic marker holds the most ink, and you can refill them. If you didn't know that about Copics, it's really a great thing about them, and they're blendable and they don't pill your paper, and I love that, and they're permanent, so that's great too. I'm just a beginner with Copics. I have a lot to learn yet, and I hope to continue growing in that area of my crafting life. And there is the pink Copic marker, and it looks like it's R20. It's called Blush. And I'm using the sketch, or not the sketch, I'm sorry, the broad nib here to cover the wrapper portion of this cupcake. The Copic originals have a fine tip and then the broad tip, which is different than the sketch. The sketch have the brush nib and a broad tip on the other side. So these are perfect. I like these Copic originals for our Muse Studio stamps because most of them, you kind of need like a fine tip to get into those tiny places for the little stamps that we carry. And there's my cupcake. It's ready. Looks pretty yummy, I think. But what could make a cupcake yummier? Well, I forgot about my Signo Uniball pen. I'm just going to add a little white there to the cherry to give it a little cutesy appeal. And then now I'm using the Quickie glue pen to add little lines at the top where I'm going to put our little sugar sprinkles. It's actually called diamond glitter. We have several colors of glitter, but it is so sparkly, so shiny, so fun. This will be a perfect card for little girls to make with their mommies. I'm going to teach this at a mommy and daughter workshop, and I think it's just fun to add glitter to anything, really. It's always better with glitter. Whoop, and there goes my card flying out of my hand. And so there you go. You can hardly see the sparkle because of the lighting. And then I'm going to add the cherry there to the side as if it slid down the side of the frosting. And I wanted to add the sentiment maybe on a separate little flag, but I didn't really prepare that ahead of time. See, I thought maybe a little flag that would look cute, like on a little banner or something. But again, I'm trying to keep this simple because, like I said, it's going to be young girls making this card, and I didn't want to have a whole lot of steps. But I may do another variation where I put the sentiment on a banner and just kind of show all the different things that you can do to have different layouts. I try to kind of teach my workshops for beginners, because I always tell everyone, you don't need any experience to come to these workshops. You don't have to be labeled crafty or anything like that. You just be a beginner and see if you like it. And so that's kind of how I teach my workshops. And then my advanced people usually step up and help anyone who is new to card making or crafting. So there I have added the happy birthday. And I think it looks really cute. I like it. And now I'm trying to position it on my card. That paper is called Reverse Polka Dot, and it's red. It's apple red, the dots are. And you can get it as an assortment where you will get different colors in the assortment. Or you can get a pack with just the one color, whatever color you like. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere this panel in an offset fashion. It would definitely fit in the center. I just wanted to do it offset because I kind of like the way it looks when the card is offset, but you could center it if you're more of a centering kind of person. Depends on what you like. And I'm just cutting off the excess there. And then just to finish it off, I will use my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper. I'm using the 1/4 inch side just to round those two corners. And you could add bling or ribbon or anything like that to kind of pretty up this card. I'm going to use the Copic multi-liner. Again, trying to keep things simple. I'm just going to faux stitch around the outside of the circle because the actual circle already has stitching, which I know is hard to see here, but it is there. And I love the stitching on the actual circle. It's really cool. So we're just going to go around the entire thing with this Copic multi-liner. The Copic multi-liner is great because it is Copic resistant, so it won't run, and it's permanent, and it's got a great tip. I love it for journaling too, or just adding like little strings to balloons or little doodles to your projects. And so I hope you enjoyed this card, and please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye.